How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rifleman Reviews coming at you with a brief discussion on my concealed carry and what I think about my current concealed carry weapon. In the past, I've carried a Walther PPK-S. I wasn't too fond of that. It wasn't reliable. It was the Smith & Wesson variant. They were the ones distributing it. And then probably my favorite concealed carry pistol that I've had so far has been a Berza Thunder 380, and I know what you're thinking, it's a cheap gun, but it's probably the most reliable pistols I've ever had. And yeah, it fires a 380 ACP, but I was highly accurate with it, out to 25-30 yards. I felt like I could hit anything with it, which is more than enough for self-defense. Yeah, it was a large gun for what you got, you know, the capacity and the round, but I liked it, and it carried well in smaller back. But anyways, we're not going to talk about the Berza Thunder right now. We're going to talk about my current carry, which is the Sig P938 in 9mm. Now, let's clear this thing. It is my carry. Got it loaded up with some Underwood Spear Gold Dot 124 grain plus P ammunition. The weapon is clear. So let's talk about this. Well, first this is the rig I carried in. It's a leather DeSantis. I believe it's called the Mini Scabbard. Rides on the belt. I don't really prefer inside the waistband carry. I know it's more concealable in the waistband, but this is a belt holster. I find they're more comfortable. When I'm comfortable, I tend to carry it more. So that's just how I work it. And all my systems have a thumb brake on them. I just have no chance of that thing coming out. So thumb brake, and I find it's fast to draw too, especially when it's on your belt. So let's talk about it. So far, this thing is probably one of the most accurate little pistols I have ever handled. I mean, I feel very confident with this in my hands. It's got Sig night sights on it. Comes with 2 magazines, a 6+1. This one is a flush fit, so it's actually probably a little bit better for concealed carry. I just don't prefer not having an entire full grip when firing. So this is not what I want to pull out of my holster when I'm about to defend my life. But hey, I'm probably more likely to have it on me. But anyways, so I rarely ever use this. I don't even take it to the range with me, really. So if anyone wants to buy that from me, let me know, or I'll trade you like a 7-round mag. Yep, this one is loaded, so this one just gives me enough grip to have confident purchase on the handgun. And like I said, I feel extremely confident with this pistol in my hands. Even with follow-up shots, even with these 124 grain Underwood rounds, follow-up shots are not an issue for me with this gun. And it's probably one of my favorite guns to take to the range to shoot, and it's one of my favorite guns to carry on me, and I think it looks great. It looks really good. I just for some reason I don't trust my life to it right now, and that's a weird thing to say because it is my carry gun. It is my only carry gun, but took it to the range today, and it was a failure. It was a failure to fire, and I don't know why it failed to fire. And I waited for the round to maybe it was a hang fire or something. So I waited, pulled the hammer back, got another click, and waited again. thought, well, maybe it's the round, so I took out the round, put in another one, same thing. And then I was like, well, okay, I'll take these hollow points are ones I've been carrying, so I went with the Full Metal Jacket Winchester White Box 115 grain. Same thing on those too. And so it happened to 3 different bullets, 3 different cartridges, and so then I decided to take the gun down. So I went ahead and took it down, like so, dropped the magazine, took down the takedown lever, like so, took out the recoil assembly and guide rod, took out the barrel, looked at, see if there's anything on the face that could be blocking the firing pin, right? And I didn't see anything. I just gave it a little like wipe down with my finger, blew on it, put it back together real quick. Let's see if I can do it on camera like this. The whole world watching me. And you gotta be careful with this little guy. This little extractor, you don't want to, or ejector, excuse me. Extractor, no, it's the ejector. You don't want to push it down too far, or you're going to be sending this pistol back to Sig to get it fixed. So I hear from another video. So anyways, let's make sure this thing works. Okay, function check. Okay, so back to the story. So I did that little number right there, and lo and behold, put in a magazine, put in the same bullets that were not firing, and they all fired just fine. Don't know what to tell you. I don't know what it was, but it happened to me on my last range trip too, and those are with 124 grain plus P in their Remington variety. And I thought I attributed it to the ammunition because around the primer, these aren't it, but around the primer there was like a little O-ring or something that sealed the moisture, is what my guessing, seals moisture from getting in there and tampering with your rounds. Anyways, one of those O-rings popped out, and I was wondering why my weapon was failing to fire every single time. I saw one of those O-rings on the face of the slide, so I figured that that's what was causing, like there's a blockage. But I mean, I bought ammunition without those little sealers, and it did it this range trip. So last thing I want to happen is I pull this out and I get one shot off, and then the next one, or the next one goes, or I don't even, or my first shot even is just a click. That's gonna be a terrible feeling. I'm gonna probably run some more ammunition through it just to see if it happens again, and maybe the last 2 times is a fluke. But this issue kind of makes me nervous, and I'm not so sure that I want to bet my life or my family's life, or maybe someone who would be counting on me to end a deadly situation with this, and this gun just goes click instead of bang. The other thing I don't like about it is, so I'm going to danger this up real quick. And the cool thing about this pistol is you can pull a slide back with the safety on, as long as the hammer's back already. Full magazine, 7 rounds. I guarantee you this is about to jam. I don't like that one bit. However, now it's about to seat in the battery. So, tell me what you think about that. I don't prefer that, because if I'm about to reload, I don't want to have to be messing around with trying to slide back twice. Also, these bullets, after you seat the first round, they almost pop out every single time. I don't like that either. So I'm about to clear this weapon again. And the good thing about this thing is if you download it to 6, it'll probably load just fine. There. So that's my workaround, is I just put in 6 rounds. I put in 6 rounds before I load the pistol. Just that way I don't, it doesn't jam up and push this bullet, possibly push the bullet further in the case, causing higher chamber pressures. I want to avoid that as much as possible. So I just lower the hammer. Oh, actually, I'm out of sequence here on my video. I'll just wait to load it till after the video. How about that? Okay. No ammunition. I don't like this either. Let's verify again. Okay, no ammo. Safety's on, right? Now, yeah, you're gonna draw without your finger on the trigger, but I just don't like the fact that if your finger's already on the trigger and you thumb the safety down, it fires. I don't know, maybe that's a normal 1911 thing or any gun thing, but for some reason, if the finger's already on the trigger and I just thumb the safety down, it fires. I want to know what you guys think about that. Is that normal? If it is, please do share. And I know it's all about just trigger discipline, your finger out of the trigger housing before you're ready to fire. But I don't like the fact that your finger could be on the trigger and then you sweep off the safety and it fires. But I don't know. I guess it could happen. So, anyways, other than that, I give this like a 5 out of 5 for accuracy for this size of pistol. Concealability, 5 out of 5. Capacity, 7+1 is pretty standard for something this size and this thick. I give that just about a 5 out of 5, just because it is a thin pistol. The sights on it, 5 out of 5. I would not ask for any better sights than these Sig Light Night sights. Grips and feel in the hand, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Feels great. The G10 grips, they not only match my Sig P220, but they feel great in the hand. There's serrations in the front here. Those feel awesome as well. I like the barrel length. I think ideal carry length for a barrel is anywhere between 3.5 to 3 inches long for a concealed carry weapon. It could be 3 to 4 inches is probably ideal. I don't right now. As far as reliability goes, I just what I experienced at the range today within my first magazine, that I had to disassemble the weapon, and it was clean. I keep my carry guns especially clean and wiped down and lubricated. Maybe it was overly lubricated, who knows? But for reliability so far, I'm gonna have to give it like a 2 or a 3. And the reason why it's that high is, first of all, I found out a workaround for these magazines. You download them when you put a new one in. And if I have a fresh 7-round magazine, I'm just gonna know that I have to rack that slide twice, because it almost always goes in at the second time you rack the slide. And then the failure to actually ignite or fire, after I started shooting this thing, once I disassemble it and reassemble it again, I went through a whole 100-round box of FMJs, those Winchester White Box, 115 grains. Went through the whole box of Underwood, 124 plus Ps, without a single hiccup. So, I mean, once it started firing, it was firing great. It's just, I don't want to give up on this thing yet. I'm going to take it to the range a few more times and see if I can duplicate this problem, or if this problem keeps occurring. Because, like I said, I'm way too comfortable shooting it accurately, and it feels great to carry around. I'm going to hold off buying more magazines until I've made a decision on this pistol, if I want to keep it. So let me know about your experiences with this pistol, if you have any. I would like it if it came with a steel frame. I'm a big fan of steel frame pistols. I know it makes it a little bit heavier, but frankly, I think the actual physical dimensions are more important than the heft. I prefer a little heft, the tame any recoil. I mean, it is just 9mm, but as far as carry pistols go, 9mm seems to rule the roost with these small framed. I wouldn't mind seeing Sig coming out with something like 357 Sig or 40 Smith & Wesson in a frame like this. That'd be kind of cool. I'd probably venture into that market a little bit. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you think about the video. Let me let me go easy a little bit on the loading of the firearm and unloading it on camera. I'm pretty safe at that. My gun safety is pointing in a safe direction. So, anyways, have a good one. Like, share, subscribe to Rifleman Reviews so I can bring you more content and more great videos in the future. Thanks.